Being a cantor to Martha is not a job. It is truly her calling.
It doesn't matter how old you are, you feel embraced by her.
When you're with her, she's fully in the moment with you.
Cantor Novick has been there through all my milestones and my siblings' milestones, and she really just feels like she's part of our extended family.
She is so smart, so creative, and so caring.
Cantor Novick is someone who makes everyone smile.
She's a gem. She's a diamond in our crown.
Madam Speaker, I rise today to honor Cantor Martha Novick, who for the last 36 years has filled Temple Emanu-El in Westfield, New Jersey with her warmth and her voice. Over the years, she's brought hundreds of students to Washington, D.C. to introduce them to social justice, advocacy, and action. She's performed leading roles for the Metropolitan Opera Association, the National Shakespeare Theater, and has appeared as a soloist with the Jerusalem Symphony, the Brooklyn Philharmonic, and the Westfield Symphony. Cantor Novick is a performer and an innovator, creating the Shabbat Hallelujah worship service, which has become a national model, and working tirelessly to find a balance between traditional and modern musical styles of worship. We're grateful to Cantor Novick for all she has done and for her commitment to Temple Emanu-El and its greater community in her new role as Cantor Emeritus. Thank you, and I yield back.
I mean, as soon as you hear the name Martha, you just get all warm and fuzzy. You immediately think of her warmth, her smile, and her hugs. She is just somebody who just takes it all in and takes you all in.
One of Martha's greatest legacies will be the musical repertoire that she was able to create here at Temple Emanu-El.
When she sings, she is in the zone, and you can see it on her face, the joy that she has from bringing music to people.
I think the congregation loves seeing Martha up on the bima. They love how she is so moved by the music herself. You can see that she's not only leading us in prayer, but she is praying herself.
And Martha's voice, her singing voice is amazing. It blows me away. The power of her voice, the sweetness, the richness.
A lot of times people think that Martha is singing to them individually by the smile on their face or by congregants closing their eyes and feeling Martha's voice.
Having been in the choir all these years, every time we sing, Martha puts up her finger and shows us that we've done a good job, and it gives us a tremendous feeling of camaraderie and feeling that we're really doing something very positive for the congregation.
The way the service is presented and the chanting and her magnificent voice, and it reminded me of being at the shul I grew up in.
The first time I remember hearing Martha, she was singing with her daughter Abby at Rosh Hashanah services, and I remember feeling the warmth and love between Abby and her mom, and that warmth and love just emanated throughout the congregation. It was a very special feeling.
I remember the first time that Martha brought up the idea of having a contemporary musical Shabbat at one of our senior staff meetings. And we all kind of looked at her like, where is this going? And boy, did she run with it.
The enthusiasm and excitement that she puts into planning is so well seen when you come to the service, when you see the band ready to go, ready to dance. She's ready to dance and ready to pull everybody in.
Well, how wonderful is it when your kids are bugging you because they want to go to Friday night services? That's Shabbat Hallelujah.
One of the most fun times here at the temple and that I've ever had with Martha and our senior staff is when we prepare for the Purim Spiel. Martha does a phenomenal job in taking very popular melodies of the day and recreating the words to make a phenomenal story.
It would be a different theme each year, but nonetheless, she always came up with something fun, and the songs were just so clever, and she would guide us with it, and it was always a lot of fun.
Something that I've seen Martha do so well is her connections and relationship building. She knows so many of our families, our B'nai Mitzvah students, and our older generations that she helps to connect the dots.
She's very compassionate, and it doesn't matter who she's with. She can be just as compassionate with a newborn as she is with a great-grandparent.
When I had difficult times, even during my presidencies, I could turn to, and I could reach out to her. And she always had wise and sage advice.
When Martha is greeting you or talking with you, whether light subjects or something serious, Martha really engages. You would think that at that moment, you're the only thing she's got going on in her life. She just exudes warmth, and when she's with you, she's with you.
She loves to teach. She's very intelligent, yet down to earth, and can relate pretty much to anyone.
When Martha would lead our adult bar bat mitzvah class in music and prayer, her passion made all of us love so much what we were doing.
I just remember, like, at my bat mitzvah, I just look over to her and she'd just, like, give me a head nod, making sure I was doing okay. And she'd, like, after I did my Torah portion, she was like, that was perfect. And it just made me feel so much more comfortable.
Another wonderful thing that Martha loved to experience is the confirmation class. I looked at it as, oh my goodness, so many teenagers, 16 years old, oh my God. But she relished in it and she loved it.
By Martha connecting with these teens, it makes them feel confident and comfortable and feel good about themselves to get up there and to have this big moment.
I don't think that our families can even imagine a life cycle event without Martha's participation.
If it's a B'nai Mitzvah, if it's a baby naming, if it's by someone's bedside in the hospital, if it's at a wedding, if it's at a funeral, Martha is there.
Martha brings unity. She can cross the lines for Reform, Conservative, Modern Orthodox, and she feels comfortable in all of those venues, and she helps us feel comfortable as well. She's a model for pluralism.
She was always able to understand when it was important for a congregation, just like ours, to really try some new ideas with music.
One of Martha's great traits is that she's able to, within one service, incorporate so many different types of music, from the 70s folk traditions to classic cantorial pieces to klezmer sounds that get the whole congregation up and dancing in the aisles.
I think she's done such a beautiful job of being able to make even classics sound exciting and even the new things sound comfortable.
Going to Emanu-El and having Martha, you participate and it feels wonderful that you can contribute to the service in your way by participating with her.
One of Martha's wonderful major accomplishments, I believe, here at the temple was creating a social action program where she takes our teenagers to New Orleans and helps the residents who live there.
Whether she's using her voice to sing and to lead services, to lead the choir, to lead the band, but she also uses her voice to speak up for things that matter to her.
Martha is a cantor that has changed people's lives, has changed my life through her friendship, through her voice, and through her strong moral compass.
Martha is someone who brings out the best in everyone.
Cantor Novick is someone who is always there for me, and I know that her door is always open if I need anything.
For decades, I've been listening for a mistake that she would make in her Torah reading, and it never comes. She's just about as perfect as it comes, and she does it with a sense of joy, and she conveys that joy to us.
When Cantor Novick retires, I think I'll miss seeing her every day and her music.
For all 36 years of my life, I've had someone cheering me on and wishing me nothing but the best. So it's pretty awesome to be able to return the favor. Congratulations to my cantor. Martha, I love you so much.
Throughout it all, Martha has been the steady hand to keep our congregation propelling forward and being dynamic. And she has made such an incredible stamp on who we are, and I love her.
May God bless you and keep you, look kindly on you, be gracious to you. May God reach out to you in tenderness and give you peace. Shalom.